a conference schedule. What conference do they go to? They go to the ACC to pick their conference schedule. I'm like, really?
They still got bombed by Arizona State.
I'm like, I know. And I'm like, really? You picked that one to go to? Have fun getting the butt whoopings from these other teams, though.
All right.
Enjoy playing Syracuse.
Should be interesting to see where this goes here. Let's move over to the NFL and do a little bit of reviews. Let's mainly talk about Chicago Bears.
Reviews.
Yeah, the last 2 weeks, man, they gave their opponents 51 and 55. New England 51-23, Green Bay 55-14.
Those are ass kickings.
Yeah, Cutler in the first game, 20 for 30, 227 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Chicago defense giving up 480 total yards, 350 passing.
That's ass.
Okay, against the Green Bay, 22-37, 272 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Chicago defense 455 yards, 319 passing.
Ass whooping.
Altogether, 11 passing TDs by Brady and by Rodgers. Thank you. I'm just blanking out here.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I didn't even say
You didn't say anything. I was waiting for you, but
I
you
was
didn't.
glad.
I guess I want to pose a question to you two guys. Who's to blame here? Cutler, Tressman, or someone else?
The defense not stopping anybody? Maybe.
If I heard you right, Cortez, and I think I did, over the last 2 weeks, that defense has given up over 1,000 yards of offense.
Just about.
Almost.
And 11 times.
Yeah,
11 passing TDs.
11 passing touchdowns.
And you're sitting there with your bare face hanging out, wasn't asking who's at fault. It's the defense. Cutler, three touchdowns in 1 week and 1 INT, 280 yards. That's a solid game. This week was a little shaky. You know what? But still, that is solid performances. So Tressman, who's in charge, it's the defense. That's the problem. It's the defense. And Chicago, like other teams, are undisciplined on defense.
Why is Jay Cutler the scapegoat here?
Because he's Jay Cutler. And that's because that's whoever. Whenever you're in trouble, who does everybody always focus on?
And it's a shame. It's the quarterback.
There you go.
Cortez, and I clown him all the time. Why is it always Tony Romo's fault in Dallas?
Because he plays quarterback.
They go out and lose 51 to 48 to Denver last year, and Romo's getting blamed because he threw a pick in the last drive.
But
how about the defense giving up 51 points?
He kept them in the game.
Exactly.
Romo was killing our defense.
But hey, as you know, and everyone who is listening knows, I make a lot of fun of Jay Cutler. Mm-hmm. I believe I've made meth lab comments. I made a comment to the fact he looks like he should be managing a car wash. I have made fun of Jay Cutler.
Heisenberg.
But
it's
this one, and I think Jay Cutler receives the blame because Jay Cutler's personality allows him to receive the blame. Mm-hmm. Jay Cutler is not a bubbly. Jay Cutler, if you watch him on interviews, is a jerk. Simple as that.
Oh, yeah.
It's easy to blame the bad guy. But you know what? I'm seeing it firsthand. And everyone wants Josh McCown back. You can have him. But it'd be far worse with McCown there.
No, because y'all wouldn't know who to start then.
It is not all Cutler's fault. I'm going to quote a line from the underrated great movie Basketball. It's winning and losing takes a team effort, and it took a team effort to fuck this one up.
They're 12th overall in passing yards, so definitely I don't see why Jay's getting a lot of flack here.
No.
And then it's 25th in rushing yards, 28 on opposing passing yards.
There you go.
So they're getting a lot of yards up in the air, and obviously, as I broke it, we had the stats here and provided that. But I look at this schedule here, and did y'all think they would be 3-6? Do you think they were where they're supposed to be at right now?
I thought they would be better.
I didn't think they'd be 3-6. Has anybody looked at the other side of this? Green Bay and New England aren't exactly tomato can football teams. They didn't just lose to the Raiders in Tampa. They lost to 2 good teams.
And
granted, they gave up 106 total points in 2 games.
On the road,
but
man.
On the road, they lost to 2 good teams. two teams that you can legitimately say will be playing that first Sunday in February for the Lombardi Trophy. They did not lose. They did not lose to Oakland and Jacksonville. They did not lose in Soldier Field. They lost on the road to two great teams with two prolific Super Bowl winning quarterbacks.
Oh yeah, and they got blasted.
They're on their peak right now.
They didn't lose to a fuck. They didn't go play Washington and get beat by RG3.
They didn't lose to Puppy Dog.
Yeah,
they lost to Rockweiler.
They lost to two good teams. Now, can I explain 50 points apiece? Absolutely not. But the fact Chicago's 0-2 coming back from this road trip, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, that's why I'm looking at this too. You playing Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, who both are
right now. They're up here.
Yeah,
as far as playing quarterback goes.
Well,
they're up here.
They're okay. Their next
people down here. They're up here.
Their next few opponents: Minnesota,
Tampa Bay. Quarterbacks.
Yeah, they're up there.
Their next few opponents: Minnesota, Tampa Bay, Detroit, Dallas.
On Thanksgiving, they play Detroit on Thanksgiving.
You can chalk a win up there in one of them games.
I wonder which one.
I was thinking Minnesota.
I
don't know why you're being so negative.
It's just this team, man. You gotta feel for Bear fans, man.
No, I don't.
Oh, I don't feel for Bear fans.
I don't have to feel for Bear fans. I'm a freaking Jaguar fan. I don't have to feel for no one. No one.
Cortez, when you're podcasting with two people whose combined record is 2-17,
exactly.
We don't have to feel bad.
We feel for no one. We feel for no one.
When the team we're talking about has more wins than we have combined,
yes,
you can't feel bad.
We feel bad for no one. They should feel bad for us. We feel bad for no one.
All right.
Who freaking who?
Yeah.
3 wins.
All right. Let's move on to the next.
We're Bear fans.
Quick.
Whatever.
Let's move on to the next quick section here. And this will be out of y'all best opinion. I want to see if there was a team who was likely to lead their team to the Super Bowl. These backup quarterbacks, Mark Sanchez or Drew Stanton. Kevin, go first. Who do you think would be the most likely the quarterback? Of course, they're in the backup role. They're starting now. But
so you want to know which backup would be more likely to lead their team to the Super Bowl?
Correct.
Oh, I'm going to go with Drew Stanton just because their defense is better. Arizona's defense is ridiculous. Arizona's defense is going to continue to be good along the way. Philadelphia's defense is suspect. But, like I was telling you before, Mark Sanchez is going to fit perfectly into that system. And we saw it the other night. He fits perfectly into that system. It goes with Mark Sanchez's strengths, which is not thinking too much. That's his strength, is not having to think too much. And this team, you go out and you just play. You just play almost kind of like street ball with Chip Kelly's offense. So it fits him a lot better. But I would give the leeway to Arizona because of their defense alone.
All right,
and that way it'll take some of the pressure off of Stanton.
Your thoughts there, John, on this?
You can't teach experience. Mark Sanchez has been there before. He's got a chip on his shoulder. He's got something to prove. Like Kevin said, Chip Kelly's offense caters to someone like Mark Sanchez. It allows him to make the easy passes. He doesn't do nothing too difficult. He's still got Shady McCoy to hand the ball off to when stuff gets a little rough. Now, granted, I don't think either team is coming out of the NFC. I think Arizona, the injury bug is going to catch me more, and Philly will shoot themselves in the foot like they always do in the first round of the playoffs. But you can't teach experience. This is the same Mark Sanchez. Now, you can say the running game, the defense, blah, blah, blah. The same Mark Sanchez who's won 4 playoff games on the road and led the godforsaken New York Jets to 2 championship games.
Yep. And
he lost in the championship games to 2 potential Hall of Fame quarterbacks, in Peyton Manning and Ben Roethlisberger. And if I remember correctly, he lost by about a touchdown in both of them.
He beat Brady too.
He beat Brady. He beat Peyton in He beat Peyton in Indianapolis, and Peyton's, believe it or not, was it his last game in Indy he beat him in?
I think so.
He beat Peyton in Indy, and he beat Brady in New England in the playoffs.
Yep.
And you can say the defense all you want, but they were leading, and Sanchez had taken down on game-winning drives.
Yep.
when it mattered. Sanchez has a better shot by a long shot. I think Arizona might fizzle out because of this.
And they both got tough schedules remaining too.
Yeah.
I still have Seattle coming out
Mm-hmm.
of there, but if you say which one more likely,
The more likely,
that's
more likely. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Drew Stanton on this one because of the defense that he has behind him.
If they stay healthy on defense, it's
make a nice run there. He does got some threats, and Floyd and Fitzgerald is having a solid year after everybody he's getting a little bit older.
Well, Fitzgerald ain't even the guy that gets the ball.
Yeah, I know. It's Floyd.
Well, Fitzgerald's not even the ball that gets the guy from Stanton. It's Floyd. When Stanton comes in the game, it shifts over from Carson Palmer throwing it to Fitzgerald. It shifts over to Floyd getting the ball thrown to him from Stanton.
But the thing that's concerning about Stanton, the deep ball is not as strong as Palmer has. So
that's why I said it's going to be a completely different offense. But they do have a good, solid running back. They still got that as well. But that defense is the big key to that. Keeping them healthy on defense is the big key.
Okay. All right. Let's move on and talk about Dez Bryant. He had a quote in the news recently. He said, "It's all about respect. It's all about respect. I'm a very loyal person, but just don't test my loyalty." Of course,
what he's saying is, I wants to get paid.
So he's
that's what he's saying.
Contract talk. So Kevin, tell me a little bit. I know you was talking about this off air.
Well, Dallas is in for a thing because they got him. They've got Murray. They've got a bunch of people that are going to be coming up that they're going to have to pay them. They're going to have to pay these guys, and it's going to be one of those things to where there's going to be teams out there with money to burn, and you're going to have to match these other teams that are going to have money to burn. So it's going to be one of those things to where you got to come big if you want to keep some of these guys.
All right, your thoughts, John, on this?
I agree with Kevin there, but his thing, it's about respect. Get the hell out of here. It's not about respect.
It's about the money.
It's about they offer you $20 million and you say that's disrespectful. Kiss my ass, Dez Bryant. Kiss my ass. It's about your ego and you want money. Now, I respect the fact that you wanted to earn your money when you came in. All well and good. But you know what? When you go out and you get that contract in 2-3 years and you have it in a big year, you're going to hold out again. It's not all about respect. It is about ego. It's about wanting to get paid. I'll have more respect for someone like Latrell Sprewell, even though he made the ignorant statement, I can't feed my family on the money that you paying me.
Because you got 47
I have more respect for that because he came out and pretty much said, I'm a greedy bastard, as opposed to relating it to respect. Shut the hell up. Sit down. You embarrassing everybody. People like you are the reason I say the NFL should stand for not functionally literate. Are you serious? It's about respect. You don't know the first word about respect. $20 million to catch a football. Shut the hell up. Either take it or decline it quietly. So respect my ass.
So, John, you call my work on this next quote. He said, it's not about the money. It's about none of that. I just feel like a little respect should play in the factor.
Whenever anyone says it's not about the money, guess what? It's about the money.
It's not about the money is equivalent to he who smelt it dealt it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If it ain't about the money, you don't say it ain't about the money.
It's not about the money is like saying, I don't mean to sound racist, but.
This is what I want these guys to say. This is what I want these guys to say and be like, you know what? They only offer me this much. I think I'm worth this much. That's why I feel disrespected.
I would rather have you come out and say that.
Exactly. Say that.
I have more respect for the people that say, I want X amount of dollars.
Exactly.
As opposed to it's not about the money, it's about respect. If it's about respect, you go out there and play for free.
Not that you see what I've done for y'all. Y'all should respect what I've done for y'all and pay me. No. Look at them and go, hey, this is what I've done. You've seen what I can do. This is how much I want to get paid.
You think Michael Irvin and Bob Hayes and Drew Pearson, Cowboys Hall of Fame wide receivers, are laughing right now when he says it's about respect? Because last time I checked, they all have rings.
Mm-hmm. Well, recently,
it's about when you're not even the best receiver in franchise history, when you don't rank within the top 5 of best receivers in your franchise's history, don't play the respect card.
And I like how Jerry Jones got pissed because he switched.
That's like going to San Francisco and being a receiver and saying it's about respect. Shut up.
Talk about that switch, Kevin, because you say he switched agents.
Yeah, he switched over to Jay-Z. Eugene Parker has a good relationship with Jerry Jones and them. He's dealt with them before with different clients. But then all of a